What's going on? And I know the Jacksonville Jaguars over in London hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. But Saturday, early Saturday night or whatever it is, or Saturday night, they got 4 players from the Jacksonville Jaguars, got into a scuffle with the boxers in London, I think at Club Rain or whatever it's called. And they say simply that's a off night for players. And yeah, I guess it happened Friday night, early Saturday morning, and they playing at Wembley Stadium right now. And they was, chilling, doing their thing, and apparently reported 50,000 pound bill they ran up was disputed. And they tried to leave the club, and the bouncer said we ain't having that. And it was, I think it was like 9 players that was there before it got detained, and they have been released since then. But you hear about this all the time, man, where these dudes, and I heard about one of the fighters, Devontae Tank Davis, ran the tab bill up at 50,000. That was 50,000 USD. And then this was 50 pounds, which is a lot more than 50,000 in American money. And you hear about these dudes running these tabs up and trying to walk out and fighting bartenders and fighting bouncers about the tab. And I mean, it's 4 of y'all, it's 9 of y'all all together. Y'all had it. I mean, this is the last thing that this team needed, I'm glad Blake Bortles, I don't think Blake Bortles is one of the other 5 players that won detained, but he should have been watching film and in the street or at the field throwing and hitting dummies or something, because he don't deserve the party. You know what I'm saying? But what this team is going through right now, it's the last thing that they needed, man. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they drinking their sorrows away, man, and drowning in their own tears because their quarterback is that sorry in Blake Bortles. And maybe they got to go to the bar and drink and do stuff of that nature, man. But, I mean, it's typical for players to go out, and you in London, you want to enjoy the night out of town. I mean, a lot of people say y'all should be focused for the football game, but these grown men. And 2 of the guys that was detained was DJ Hayden, former Raider, former Detroit Lions, now Jaguars. I didn't even know he was over there, and former Cowboy Beardy Church, both defensive backs. There was 2 other guys, somebody Harrison and guys I didn't recognize. So the bill was taken care of. But what's the ironic thing about it is the Jacksonville Jaguars are one of the teams rumored to actually relocate to London. And, I think this ain't a good look. This really ain't a good look, man. If this the team that your players going out there and getting in fights with bouncers, not paying their bills, I think, the Jacksonville Jaguars, for the guys that did not want to go to London and relocate the team to London, I think this was the best scenario for them. You know what I'm saying? I say it was the best scenario for them because maybe, London say, the Queen say, I don't want them animals or them fools over here. Keep them over there. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's good then, man. I think it's good for them. I don't think it's good for their reputations and for the team, but they might have just, squandered their way out of moving to London. Nobody want to go move to London and be flying back 8 weeks out the year. You flying back and forth from London to New York to Oakland to eventually Vegas, and that's just too much. The NFL is trying to take American football international. It's good just being a national sport. You're always trying to reinvent the wheel. Okay? Leave these fools in Jacksonville, man. Or another American market, that team that need a market. You know what I'm saying? And that's a real spiel, man. But for the players over there, getting in fights with bartenders, man, getting in fights with bouncers over 50 pounds, 50,000 pound bar tab or whatever y'all ran up at Club Rain, wherever it was. Shame on y'all. It's 9 of y'all. Y'all make multi-million dollars, most of y'all. Y'all could have band together. 9 of y'all could have paid that easily. You know what I'm saying? You could say, oh, I didn't buy that girl a drink. Come on, man. Why would you want to give this team bad press? It ain't like y'all like 9-0. Like, dude, y'all just got blew out by the Cowboys. Y'all just got whooped by the Texans. You feel me? So, y'all not in the position to be out here partying either. You know what I'm saying? I said Blake Griffin. I know Blake Bortles make you want to hit the bottle, or E&J. Or no, y'all probably hitting something like some Patron or something like that, man. I know y'all know y'all tired of him throwing picks and missing receivers and stuff of that nature, but this ain't the way to go. This ain't the way to go into a foreign country with all the animosity going on in this world with our president and him beefing with other people around the world. Come on, man. Y'all see what happened when LiAngelo Ball and them went over there to China and stuff of that nature, man. You don't want to be locked up over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, and apparently when the bill was played, you know, they dropped the charges and the dispute was gone. So I didn't hear anybody getting hurt. You know, but, you know, at the end of the day, they just might have just, you know, finessed their way out of a potential relocation to London. You can still be looking at Mexico City, possibly. San Antonio's been rumored to get a team for quite some time. So, yeah, you know, they looking to get them up out of Jacksonville. I don't know why. I think the stadium might be a concern. But I'm not sure why they relocate. I know Shao Kahn, I can't remember his name, the owner. I think he got some ties or he owns some football team or something over there in London. So I don't know if this is going to affect their bid to go to London. That'd be an interesting take for somebody else to kind of to speak on it. But I know the Queen heard about it and everybody over there heard about it. But obviously it was figured out. Obviously a lot of people go to London to drink and party. In the UK, it's a huge party town. But I don't like the fact when you're on a losing streak and you out here partying, you fools need to be sleeping in bed trying to get some rest and trying to get a win. And I hope Blake Bortles wasn't out there with them because he don't deserve the party. You know, I'd have locked him in his room and to look at film and do something. But, you know, is this a sign that they're giving up on the season? No, this is just what typical players do. They party, they do stuff like this, man, on their off night. The football is a tough game. It's tough on your body. At the end of the day, when Blake Bortles is your quarterback, you know, you gotta let the stress out somehow. You know what I'm saying? So I remember when I believe the Lions went over there, Detroit Lions, my hometown team, favorite team. They went over there a couple years ago, and one of the players, C.J. Mosley, allegedly got caught rolling some weed up in the hotel room, and he was suspended. We didn't learn about that till after the season. So it's always something these players going over there doing. So they might not want these guys over there in London playing football. And the thing about it is, what type of crowd will they draw? You know, when people can come to see them 8 games out the year, even if they losing. And then they will be making a little bit more money if it's in pounds, though. So that's the positive thing about it. But that little bit more money they're making in pounds with much more money, you know, what's going to be, will they get a special tax exception? Because they're going to have to pay U.S. and motherfucking UK taxes, whatever. You know, because every time you go play in, like, let's say, Michigan, New York, you pay taxes in that city every time you play. So you file taxes in that city every time you go to New York, Minnesota. You know, that's where you file taxes at. That's who's paying you. So, you know, so that's something to look at as well, too. So, but they all been released. So, it was 4 of the players that got detained, 9 altogether. They figured out it. They paid the bill. But why you just can't pay the bill in the beginning? Why I had to get ignorant? Why lead the club like they don't know who y'all is? You know, like they can't figure out who 9 big ass players is, or 9 players that's throwing around money and ordering all this stuff is. They know exactly who you was. So who was you gonna run to? You was gonna flee, get arrested, and then get detained again. It was ignorant. You know, I love to hear their side of the story. But you know, until you hear both sides, you really don't know. But it was settled. And I don't know why you tried to run off on the plug. You know, you have to out and buy all them little girls, rosé and all that, you know. But y'all know how it is, man. When Blake Bortles is your quarterback, man, you know, you got you feeling some type of way. You got to go drink your sorrows away, man, and drown in your own tears. But yeah, it's Goodfellas Sports TV, man. I definitely want to get to a post-game reaction for the Packers and the Rams game, man. I definitely want to do that today. The Eagles and the Jaguars playing right now. I'll pull that score up before we get off, man. But keep rocking with us. Our email is in the description. Okay, if you want a business inquiry or you want to you want to link up or do a video collab. I really don't do those no more. Or you got a business venture, I'm there. You can DM me. The Eagles is winning 24-18. Fourth quarter, 7 minutes left. Or you can DM me on Facebook for video requests or a question if you want to make a donation to the page. The donation link is there as well. But it's a game that's in range. You know, they down by 6. So, yep. So they possibly can pull it off. Both the Eagles and the Jaguars are 3-4. It's going to be tough on Eagles fans if they lose this game over there in London. But much blessed to you brothers out there holding us down like, whoa, one time for the one time we gone.